So let's do this. Let me show you what we're gonna have for lunches this week. Okay, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make these crustless? No, that's what you say? I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make this quiche with a crust. And I'm gonna show you how you can make this pizza in less than 2 minutes. Let's start. I know, it's a little messy, but let me explain. We're gonna use, for this lunch, we're gonna use the spinach, the 2 types of cheese that we bought, a little bit of baking powder, garlic, a little bit of milk, eggs, salt and pepper, and a little bit of onion. So the first thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna dice this onion. Okay, I already preheat my oven at 350 Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius. Okay, my oven is ready. So I'm gonna dice it. I'm going to add my onion. And I'm going to saute for like 3 minutes or until, or until my onions are translucent, yeah, like transparent. So let's do that. Meanwhile, my onions are in the stove. I'm going to chop up a little bit my spinach. And for this recipe, I want to use around 6 handfuls, okay? So 6 times like this. But I wanted to chop it up a little bit so they're not this big. So I'm just going to kind of like this. Okay, that's 1, right? Basically, I think I'm gonna do the entire back. The rest of the back is, remember, we use it for another recipe. This one that you see here, we use this. So if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend. It's very delicious. And you know what? That's a perfect freezer meal. It tastes really good. If you let it cool completely, then you can freeze it, and it's just perfect. So it's a really good one. So we use that one as well for that recipe. Okay, so I need a little bit more. Oh, and it was good that I'm using it now, because okay, so I think it's fine like this. So I kind of did a little bit. Right? So all this spinach, we're gonna use it. Okay, so after a few minutes, my onions are ready, and now I'm going to add my garlic. I'm gonna use 2 big garlics because I think they're too big, so yep. And I'm going to cook them, or cook it here for like 30 seconds, and then I'm going to add my spinach here as well. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, now I'm going to start adding my spinach. It might look a lot right now, but once it starts cooking, it goes down. So we're gonna be good. Okay? So we start moving around. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper at this point. So let me go and get my salt. Salt. And that's preference, right? Okay. I'm just gonna continue moving it. You see all the 6 handfuls where to go? To this. Okay, now let's go to continue working on this recipe. Let's go to the countertop. In this bowl, I'm gonna put my eggs. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to kind of mix it up for a little bit. I'm going to add my milk. Okay. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder. We're gonna mix it up. And now I'm going to add my spinach and mix it up. And then, okay, and then I'm going to shred some of my cheddar cheese and mozzarella cheese inside. So I'm doing like half cup or so, but I like to do it on the small one so it can be more cheese, right? Okay, and now let's do the mozzarella cheese. I'm going to mix it up. Ooh, looks so good. Okay, now I have a 9.5 inch pie pan. I think this is a little bigger, but that's what I have. So I'm just gonna, I spray a little bit of oil, and I'm just going to pour. Okay. Okay. Okay, look at that. You can add more cheese if you want to here. I think that's perfect. And my oven is already preheated. So I'm gonna leave it there for around 30 minutes until I see it that it's cooked, and then I'm gonna show you how it turned out. Okay guys, so here you have it. My dishwasher is going on, so I'm sorry for the noise that you might hear here. But okay, this is my crustless quiche. Very simple, because I wanted something like that. I let it rest for like 5 minutes so I can be able to cut it. And this is gonna be our lunch for 3 days, because this is what we have, right? So you can see it here. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna try it in a minute, but I wanted to show you. And as you can see, you have plenty, okay? So I'm gonna move this on the side because I wanna show you our second lunch for the week. For this next recipe, I'm gonna show you how you can make a pizza, a personal size pizza, in less than 2 minutes using the microwave. And we're not using yeast. We're gonna use how you can use baking powder instead of, how you can freeze them, how you can make it gluten-free for all of you that you don't want to use or can't use normal flour. So let me show you. I'm gonna blow your mind. We try it out and we love it, and it's one of the lunches that we have often in our home for my kids, just because it's easier to do. And I'm sorry for the noise, but my dishwasher is going, and if I stop the dishwasher, then that a sound is never gonna stop until finished. So it's like, oh well. So anyway, let's continue. Okay, and very quick, let me pause here a little bit of the video just to show you where you can find my recipes. I do have 2 websites. Right now I'm not uploading any English recipes, but I have plenty of there that you can go check it out. So let me show you very quick. Okay, the first page that I want you to check is cocinandorico.com. This is my website in Spanish, but I have a section there that it says recipes in English. Click there and you're going to see all the categories that I have. Just click on one of those, like main dishes. And then once you click there, I have more specific categories like chicken, ground beef, leftovers, others, pasta, pork. Once you get in there, you can see, like in this case, I did chicken category, and then you can see all my recipes that I have there, like the Alfredo sauce that I made with cauliflower. It is really good. Just go to the jump to recipe. You can print it. So all the recipes that you're gonna find there, they're ready for you to just print them and make them. My second website is Mexican Cooking on a Budget. This is exclusive for only English recipes. And the same as the other one, I have categories. It's a little different than the other one, but you can find a lot of different recipes in the other one. So just like this chicken drumsticks with chipotle sauce, to die for. It's the same. Just go ahead and print it out. I hope you enjoy what I have for now. I'm not uploading any more recipes, but that's something in the future that I want to do. So that's why my 2 pages are still working perfectly. So go and check out my recipes. And now let's go back to our second lunch that I want to share with you today. I'm going to share with you how you can make this delicious pizza in less than 2 minutes in the microwave. So for this recipe, we're going to use the flour, we're going to use baking powder, we are going to use the pepperonis that we bought. This is what I have left for my cheese. So I have to set apart a little bit for my next meal that I want to show you. And we're using the spaghetti sauce. So this is what we're gonna do. You need a little bit of parchment paper. So in my container, I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. And I'm gonna show you that, I'm gonna tell you in a minute the difference if you wanna do gluten-free, okay? Because it works too. Okay. That's my 1/3 of a cup. I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm adding only a pinch of salt for flavor. Okay. And then I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of water. This recipe is very, very simple. And I'm just going to mix it up. Okay. Now, for this recipe, you cannot double the recipe. You have to make it only this size. We tried to do that in a different ways. It did not work. Sometimes you're going to need a little bit more water. Just add it. But just a little bit. Don't, like from teaspoons only. Not another tablespoon, okay? So, you're going to see this is very simple. Very easy to make. It's a very quick lunch for the kids if you have kids at home. Or there's easy, simple, meals for you as well. Okay, so as you can see, my dough is done. I'm gonna bring my parchment paper and I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Okay. Then, okay, like that. And you're just going to spread it, okay? So you may have to make maybe 2 or 3, depends on, but I mean, this is a way that I thought I'm gonna show them how to do it because it's so simple, okay? So you're gonna make, and when I create this recipe, I made it for my kids' lunches. That's why it was like this size, but it's pretty good. So you can make 2 for yourself if you need to. Okay, one says this size. Okay, we're gonna make it for, we're gonna put it in the microwave for only 20 seconds, no more, 20 seconds. So let me take it to my microwave. Oh, this is gonna be a little hot, but did you see how it grows a little more? Okay, let's go to the countertop. So this is gonna be hot, just be careful. I'm going to put some sauce, as much, as less as you want. Okay, and now I'm going to shred my cheese. So I think I'm gonna use this one. Then you are going to put your cheese on top. Remember that you have to control the amounts because we still need it for another recipe for dinners. So I really have to. Okay. And I have here for one more, and I'm gonna put more. So, and then I'm just going to add my pepperonis. Okay, as many as you want, and now I'm gonna take it to the microwave for 45 seconds more. Let's go. Okay, you can use a plate if you want as well. I'm just gonna, and I'm gonna do it for 45 seconds. What? Look at that. Let me take it to the countertop. Look at this, guys. Isn't that amazing? So now I'm gonna cut it. Let it rest for a little bit so the cheese doesn't go all over the place. You can make 2 if this is not enough. It's all good. So look at this. This is bomb. Okay, and I know that maybe the size of pizza may not be for adult. Maybe you're like, you know what, I need 2. Make 2. It's all good. And let me show you. Oh, I want you to see it. Of course, it's not going to be. Of course, it's not going to be golden because we're doing it in the microwave, right? Hold on. Yeah. So, but I want to show you. This is really good. It tastes really good. I promise you. It tastes really good. And now, I want to share with you how you can make this in advance and freeze them, how you can make them with gluten-free. What's the flour that I use? So let me show you that. But before we pass to show you how you can freeze this delicious pizza that is 100% Let me just remind you that go and check out what we have for breakfast, because these breakfasts were insane. Were so good. Go and check them out. I will leave in the description below the link for you to watch this breakfast, because guys, honestly, they're so good. Let's continue now. Okay, so once you make your pizzas for the first time, like I mentioned, you have to wait for these to be cold enough. Once they're cool or cold, right, I'm gonna get a piece of plastic, kitchen plastic, right, the plastic wrap, and I'm just going to these for all of them. So let me do it very quick. Okay, I have, let's say you did a lot. I only made 4 this time. I'm putting it on my Ziploc bag and put it on your freezer. Put it inside your freezer, and then this will be ready. Now, when you want to use them, you have to get one out and put it in your countertop for like 20 seconds. I mean 20 minutes. It's not going to take long for this to defrost because they're very thin, and so they're going to defrost faster. Do not put it in the microwave to defrost, because this type of recipe that I create, it's, if you put more than the minute and 5 seconds that this takes, it's going to be very bad. Believe me, we tried it all, we did it all. So this has to be defrost outside, like in your countertop. 20 minutes or less is going to be ready. For my kids' lunches, they take it in when it's still frozen, and they'll prepare it there, put it in the microwave, and they're done. So, but this is a quick lunch idea if you have kids at home, not for the summer, or something quick. This is really, really good. I put in ice cubes my spaghetti sauce so I can have that ready. You can freeze the cheese, the pepperoni, everything. Now, if you want to make this gluten-free, I highly recommend this one. This is my favorite so far of free gluten flour. This is not a sponsor. They should, huh? They should, but no, it's not. But I really like it. I've tried different ones, and so far this one, any recipe that I want to create it gluten-free, this works the best, and it's very affordable. It's less than $6. I think I pay $5.67, $5 something like that, and it is 24 ounces. 24 ounces. It's really good, like really good. So this is my favorite one. I buy it at Walmart. I don't use almond flour, yes, because 2 reasons. One, it's expensive. 2, my family doesn't like it. It's very grainy. How do you say, like, so they don't like it. So we use this one instead. Pillsbury is a good one too. King Arthur is a good one too, but they're very expensive. So this is very affordable. Let me tell you, it's rice flour, tapioca starch, potato starch, salt. So here the, wait a minute, yes. So that's what it has. So anyways, I forgot to tell you how to make the gluten for the pizza. So basically you're gonna do the same thing, but instead of water, you're going to use milk. And instead of 2 tablespoons, you're gonna use 3 tablespoons or a little more if it needs it. It will depend on what type of gluten-free flour you're using. Sometimes they absorb more liquid than others. For the one that I show you, I use 3 tablespoons. It will depend a lot on the weather. If it's too hot, you may need less. If it's cold, you may need more water. So there you go. And on the description below, I will leave the ingredients. I will write down the ingredients so you can have it there as well. Have it. These 2 delicious recipes, the spinach quiche and the pizza in less than 2 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate so much you watching it. Give thumbs up if you like it. And remember, Thursday comes the dinners for the week. so you can be ready for the weekend. Go grocery shopping after you watch all these videos. See you next time.